Good day and welcome to this episode of Philosophy Lectures with Professor Tunde Akande. In today's episode, we shall be talking about the topic titled, What is Contemporary Philosophy? What is contemporary philosophy? Contemporary philosophy is the philosophy that came into existence towards the end of the 19th century, spanning the whole of the 20th century up to the present time. I'm sure in your study of philosophy, you are now familiar with the breaking down of the periods or of the evolution of philosophy into periods. So you have come across the ancient period of philosophy, the medieval period of philosophy, the modern period of philosophy, and now the contemporary period of philosophy. So the word contemporary has something to do with the present, the now. So when we talk about contemporary, we are talking about the present time. We are talking about now. So the period that fall under the contemporary period of philosophy began from the era towards the end of the 19th century, spanning the whole of the 20th century up to the present time. That is why we say that contemporary philosophy is the philosophy that came into existence towards the end of the 19th century, spanning the whole of the 20th century up to the present time. It encompasses the body of philosophical thoughts that emerged during the late 19th century and has continued into the present day. So this is just further explanation of what we earlier said about the period regarded as the contemporary period of philosophy. Okay. The period that is contemporary philosophy, or the period marked contemporary in the evolution of philosophy, is marked by a break from classical and modern philosophy, seeking to address issues unique to the contemporary world while engaging with the broader legacies of prior eras. The field of contemporary philosophy is diverse, involving a range of methodologies, themes, and frameworks developed in response to social, scientific, and cultural transformations. This means that this period of the evolution of philosophy is characterized by the emergence of different philosophies which are not necessarily organically related. We say they are not necessarily organically related because the various philosophies that have emerged under the periods in question deal with different subject matters. You know, in some you find a situation where in an era, for example, the various philosophies that emerge in that era deal with common subject matters. But we are saying that in the contemporary period of philosophy, the various subjects that each of the philosophies deal with or deals with, or the various subject matters that the philosophies deal with, are not the same. They all deal with different subject matters. And that is why we are saying that this period of the evolution of philosophy is characterized by the emergence of different philosophies which are not necessarily organically related. Some of these philosophies include analytic philosophy, existentialism, phenomenology, structuralism, post-structuralism, pragmatism, postmodernism, feminist philosophy, environmental philosophy, global ethics, neurophilosophy, and of course, the contemporary dimensions of each branch of philosophy. So, as you can see, these philosophies are diverse. The issues and topics dealt with by these philosophies are diverse. And that is why we say that the period known as the period represented by, or the period under which contemporary philosophy falls, is characterized by different philosophies which are not necessarily organically related. So you can see that from these various topics or various philosophies that we are going to be treating in this course. And as we have also mentioned, each branch of philosophy has its own contemporary dimension. So naturally, since we are talking about contemporary philosophy, the contemporary dimensions of each branch of philosophy necessarily fall under this period. So in addition to all these things, these philosophies we have listed, the contemporary dimensions of each branch of philosophy also fall under contemporary philosophy. So in our subsequent lectures, we shall take turn to look at these topics as well as the critique and challenges of contemporary philosophy. So stay tuned and feel free to send me your questions and comments by dropping them in the comment section so that I can touch on the areas that have been left out in this discussion, as it is practically impossible to say everything that can be said in one lecture space. I urge you to stay tuned, and thanks for watching. Till I come your way in the next lecture, bye for now and remain blessed.